I wanted to walk through a couple of legislative drafting notes for GRPs or Governor's Reorganization Plans. And a GRP is used to reorganize certain executive branch state agencies and departments. Now, it's interesting because when published, either on the internet or in paper form, a GRP looks almost like a bill or other legislative measure. For example, at the top, it states like with an assembly measure, California legislature, and the session like 2025-26 regular session. Now, instead of an AB or an SB, it'll actually state Governor's Reorganization Plan number 1, or potentially number 2 or 3 for that matter. It also states introduced by, but it's left blank. That is, it doesn't have an author. Right below that introduced by blank, it has the date of introduction. And just like with a bill, there's a title. The title will include all the provisions of one or more codes that are being added, amended, or repealed. There's also a relating clause or a relating to clause. Next, there's a subject line that will state GRP 1 or 2 or 3, comma, as introduced, comma, Governor's Reorganization Plan. And of course, it doesn't have an author after the as introduced. Before the text of the bill, there will be a Legislative Council's digest, just like a bill. And that standard language will start with the California Constitution establishes, and then describe the process of the GRP. Rather than existing law, it says the California Constitution, and rather than saying this bill would, it says this reorganization plan would, and then explains it in the digest. And then the last line is it'll say this reorganization plan would become operative on, and then it'll specify that date. So again, when you look at the front page of a GRP, it in many ways looks, in fact, like a bill, and then it has, of course, statutory language setting forth any changes, creating or revising new agencies or departments, etc., because, of course, those are found in California statutes.